Hey, good people, this is Renee. So, I just saw an update earlier today about the young black man that was found hanging in Beachwood, Ohio. And it's an interesting update, so I wanted to share that with you. But first, a backdrop to the story. It was reported that on last Friday evening, a young man, 38 years old, from the Atlanta area was found hanging from a tree in Beachwood, Ohio. Myself and many other people on YouTube and in black media were calling this a lynching. I mean, logistically, that's exactly what it looked like. I personally don't see how one could hang themselves in the woods where the ground is not stable, where it's uneven. I don't see how one could hang themselves a foot to 2 feet off of the ground without there still being either a platform or something used to show how they hung themselves. So to me, it instantly read to me like a suspicious death. But on to the update. The man's wife is saying that he was not lynched, and she wants people to stop saying that. So the wife of the man found hanging says she knows that her husband committed suicide. The young man's name was Lennin Johan Torres-Sepulveda, I believe is how you pronounce it. And his wife says that he took a picture of himself with a noose around his neck and sent it to her right before he hung himself. Now, his wife's name is Patricia Lane, and she told this to Cleveland.com. Now, she said she had just come from her husband's funeral and he looked like he was sleeping, and she wants to remember him that way. And she would like people that have posted the image of him hanging from the tree to remove it. Now, I consciously made an effort not to post that picture just out of respect for Lennon. I mean, I didn't know him, but I wouldn't want a photo of myself in that nature posted online. And I understand why some people posted it, but I chose not to, which is why I used a stock photo on the video that I did about that. But another woman online is claiming that she took the picture and she posted it to bring awareness. And she said the problem was trying to explain it to her children and trying to explain what they saw. And so she just said, I guess she told them like it's a harsh world and there are people out here that will do things like this. So this woman supposedly took the picture, but she never called police, which I also find kind of odd. Why would you take a picture of a deceased body and then not take just a half a second to call 911? Like, who does that? So I find the person who says that they took the picture, that woman, she's suspicious to me. And for the wife to know that he committed suicide or that he was about to, and she does not really go into, if he had mental health issues. She doesn't go into if he was having problems. Like, she explains none of that, and I understand she's entitled to her privacy, but clearly if people were reporting this story, specifically black people, we were trying to bring awareness of it because we were concerned. A lot of us out here are trying to give a voice to stories about our everyday lives that are quite frankly voiceless, that mainstream media will not pick up because they don't give a damn. So knowing that so many people were concerned, I think she should have at least gone into like whether or not there was some underlying issues there that may have caused him to go to that extreme. And according to the article, he had worked for Universal Soul Circus for 12 years, according to the spokesperson, Hank Ernest, and that the circus performers were staying at the hotel across the street from where Mr. Lennon hung himself. And he was scheduled to perform from shows from May 17th through Monday at the Southgate Shopping Center in Maple Heights. So the article goes on to say that his body was found hanging from a tree in a wooded area near Auburn Drive north of University Hospital Anjua Medical Center. And the patch of trees is surrounded by two plazas that are home to Lifetime Fitness, a loft and a restaurant, as well as Penske and a large office building with windows facing the trees. And it also says there was no evidence on the body to indicate any sort of struggle, bruising, torn clothes, scrapes, scratches, or defensive wounds. So I guess that's why police initially ruled it as no foul play. But I don't know. It still doesn't make sense to me. Like, my logic says something about this story is off. It's off as far as the woman who claimed to have found the picture and took the picture, but did not take the same time and care to call 911. Stop it. Like, stop recording shit if you're not going to do nothing about it. She should have called 911. 2, the wife's, oh yeah, he committed suicide, kind of this lackadaisy attitude. I don't get that either. And then no explanation of what may lead him to, that extent. So I don't know, but this story still doesn't sit well with me. I'm still side-eyeing the hell out of this whole story. It just doesn't sit well with me. My inner spirit tells me something else is going on, but I will keep a lookout for any updates that will make this story make more sense, at least to me. And I really just want to say to anybody out there, if you are struggling with depression, if you are struggling with mental illness, if you are struggling with harming yourself, please, 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 please get help. Do not be ashamed. You are not alone. If you don't have anybody in your immediate family or friends that you can reach out to, try going to one of the faith-based organizations. Try going to a hospital somewhere where nobody knows you so you won't be judged. But please, please, please get help. Life your problems don't go away. What happens when people commit suicide is those problems are then transferred to your family and friends because they're left behind trying to figure out what happened. And a lot of times they don't have those answers. So once again, if you are in need of assistance dealing with depression, mental illness, please, please, please seek help. I promise you, your problems are nowhere near as big as you may think, and somebody out there gives a damn about you. All right, thank y'all for listening, and until next time, have a good one.